Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Trails into Reverie. Hope you're having a good day today. Let's just get out of the way real quick. If you watch this on YouTube, like, subscribe and all that. And if you watch this on Twitch, hit me up with a follow. If you're already following, I appreciate the support. But if you wouldn't mind going to my YouTube channel, hitting the subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. So now let's get going. Sounds like she's deep in conversation about something work-related. Should I wait here until everyone's ready to meet?
Everyone, if I could have your attention. I'm afraid I have terrible news. Crossbell's signing ceremony today was disrupted by a surprise attack. Crossbell has been reoccupied.
Huh? By who? What happened?
I can't believe it.
You need to go lie down. We quite understand. Don't worry about me. This is just also something that took me a minute to process it. But there's no way in hell I'm gonna sit around sulking when there's work to be done. Well, if you're really sure. I'm sorry, I should have broken the news to you more gently. That was careless of me. Don't sweat. I imagine you must have been pretty stunned when you found out too. Right now I just want to know the details of what happened. One thing, who would do this? Good question. Can you fill us all in? Of course. I apprised Lord Britannius of the details earlier, but you all deserve to know. As I mentioned, the signing ceremony for Crossbell's independence at 2 p.m. came under attack. The assault was the work of the military force led by Rufus Albarea. Rufus Albarea? But he was arrested, right? He was, yes. But last night, the former Governor General and his subordinates escaped from the Orcus Fort, where they were being held. Though their breakout certainly put us on high alert, we had hoped to keep this information from going to the public and causing confusion during the ceremony. Unfortunately, it seems people had to find out in the worst possible way. So you're saying that they escaped one night, then were able to take over Crossbell the very next afternoon? There's gotta be more to this. Agreed, we're clearly dealing with something that had been carefully planned. What about Lloyd and the rest of the SSS? Yeah. Come to think of it, they were supposed to be helping with the ceremony security. I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about the SSS so far. I'm sure they did their best to hold off the assailants, but No. I suppose all we could do is pray that they're alright. You kidding me? No way any real harm could have come to him with Randolph there. I have to agree there. I'm sure the members of the SSS are all just fine. What happened after the initial attack? Rufus's military force spread out, defeating the CGF and taking control of the entire region. After which, Rufus dubbed himself the Supreme Leader and proclaimed the establishment of the United Nation of Crossbelt. Sounds ominous. You took the words right out of my mouth. His new title and proclaimed rule make clear what he wants to rule that he wants to rule the entirety of Crossbelt once more. Well, too bad, because we're not gonna let him. That's right. It wasn't obvious Rufus Alvarez is acting alone, without the government or imperial family support. Why do this now of all times? Do you have any idea of what his goal could be, Major? I'm afraid not.
I will be the one to bear the responsibility for His Excellency's actions. It is the best way we can go about quelling the unrest in Erebonia and solving the issue of Crossbell all at once. I can think of no better way for us Ironbloods to honor him.
I don't want to think he was lying when he said all that. Putting him aside for the moment, what's the current situation in Crossbell? I'm concerned about how the surrounding nations must be reacting too. Currently, Rufus's black-clad soldiers are blockading all routes in and out of the region. Both Erebonia and Calvert seem content just watching how everything plays out for the present. It makes sense for the Empire to be reluctant to interfere in Crossbell's affairs after the war, but the Republic's silence is little more unexpected. Both countries suffered major losses from the Aeons and the Septarian of Zero when they attacked Crossbell 3 years ago. I'm guessing they aren't going to forget that in a hurry. Those losses ended up leading to the Civil War and the economic crisis in Calvert too. So Calvert is likely playing it safe for now until they know what they're dealing with. But they're not just going to sit this one out forever, are they? I doubt it. It probably won't be long before they start making moves. Which isn't likely to end well given that they've steadily been increasing their military strength for a while now. All communication with the region is being blocked, so I'm afraid that's all I know. I'm so sorry I can't tell you how your family's doing, Yuna. I'm sure you must be so worried about them. No, it's alright. Your explanations made me feel a lot more at ease. It doesn't sound like the soldiers occupying Crossbell are going to hurt innocent civilians. I'm more worried about those who try to resist the occupation. People like Lloyd and the rest of the SSS. I hope they're all okay. There are a lot of other people we know in Crossbell right now too. Yeah, which is also concerning. Lisa and Sharon are there representing the Reinford Company, to name two. Bentoa is representing Thor's, and Marcus is there on behalf of the Inspectorate. And they're all supposed to attend the signing ceremony. They're all likely targets in the event of an attack, too. Hell, I'd be more surprised if they weren't targeted. Thank you, Ash. That puts us all at ease. Like I said, I'm sure everyone's fine. We've been through more than our fair share of trouble in the past and came out on the other end in one piece. That goes for Lloyd and the SSS, too. I wouldn't be surprised if they're all working together to get the situation under control. Yeah, I'm sure they are. I read that wrong. All we can do is believe in them. I assume you have finished discussing the Crossbell situation? If you would, Major, I'd like to discuss the other matter at hand. Father? There's something else? Yes, you see, the video recording was recently delivered to the Intelligence Division. It doesn't directly concern what happened in Crossbell, but I think it's something that you all should see.
am C, leader of the Reborn Imperial Liberation Front. With the iron-blooded monster slain, the Empire had claimed its key to enter an era of peace. Alas, it would seem his poisonous beliefs are now being carried on by zealots, espousing nonsense of a united nation. To those who support their losing game, and to the ignorant politicians who allow these dogs to bark, I say this: we shall see you pay for your crimes. Our first target was the foolish prince and his wings, now bound to inaction. Our next target shall be the muck and mire that gathers in the Vermilion City.
Well, there we go. Somebody's finally taking responsibility for the prince napping. By the name of C, too. Why does that ring a bell? He was an alias used by the leader of an Imperial Liberation Front, a terrorist group who opposed the late Chancellor Osborn. His true identity was revealed to be a Thor student who you all know very well. Crow Armburst. Yeah, that checks out. Still, I know none of this makes any sense. Crow has no reason to be using that name again, and even less reason to abduct Prince Oliver and Lady Charizard. Does that mean someone else has taken his alias for their own? I think that's a safe assumption. Unfortunately, I don't have a clue as to Crow's whereabouts. Can you get in contact with him? I'm trying, but he's not picking up. I know he went home to Jiraiya a few days ago, but beyond that, nope, I can't get through to him. Just like I can't contact Elise and the others. Could something have happened in Jiraiya? It's been a hotbed of conflict lately due to the independence movement, but that's a possibility. But there's always a chance he was caught up in something entirely unrelated trouble. I have faith in Crow. Even if he did get caught up in something, he'll get himself out of it. I know it. For sure, that guy's always been a wily one. Either way, that video does tell us a few things. True, we can't be certain of this new C's identity, but I think it's safe to assume they're responsible for the prince's abduction. They also seem to be in conflict with Rufus Alberea and his faction. Though, judging by the timing of the prince's abduction, you almost wonder whether they saw Crossbell's occupation coming. And if they did, that only raises more questions. Either way, now that we got our culprits, we gotta work on going after them. Indeed. And I think our best clue will be the last part of that recording. The muck and mire that gathers in the Vermilion City, huh? First we learn the prince was abducted, and then we get a mysterious declaration. That was a lot to take in. Either way, I could just discuss it all with my classmates tomorrow morning. Then we can decide how to best approach all this.
I know it's March, but it's still cold to be out at night, Yuna. Especially in areas that still have snow on the ground.
What are you doing here, Instructor?
I could sense you out here from inside my room. Given how late it is and how new you are to Ymir's weather, I couldn't help but worry.
You can't just whip out those super senses for any old thing.
Maybe. But every time they prove useful in a situation like this, I'm glad I spent time honing them.
What are you sitting down for, anyway? Aren't you here to make me go inside?
This isn't the academy dorm. There's no curfew here. If you want to stay up a little late, I'm not going to stop you.
Wow. You sure you should be saying stuff like that to your impressionable students?
I don't think it hurts once in a while.
So you're not going to ask me anything?
I'm not even sure where to start. I feel like you're the one who has to be willing to open up here.
Open up? You think I'm just trying to act fine when I'm not, don't you?
Not just think it. I know I'm correct.
You are. You are, but how many times has this happened now? Over and over. Crossbell finds itself in danger, and every time I get all worked up and cause more problems for everyone. I'm just tired of being such a burden. So what choice do I have but to bottle it all up and deal with it on my own?
I get what you're trying to say, but you're missing the fact that everyone wants to help you when things go south. That goes for all your classmates. And me. If it was the other way around and one of your classmates needed help, wouldn't you want to give it to them?
Well, yeah. Of course I would. But I think you're the last person I want to hear that from. I get you're our instructor and all, and students aren't supposed to be the ones teaching the teacher, but...
That's not why I don't turn to you. Thing is, I have the same problem you do. And I need to work on it too. But turning to your friends, or your students, for comfort and advice isn't a sign of weakness. That's what they're there for. And that doesn't change, no matter how many times you have to do it. You help each other, so you can move forward together.
Then... can I...
Go on.
can I turn to you for comfort now?
Of course you can.
We fought so hard. And we thought this was finally it. So, why did they go and take it away from us again? Why can't Crossbell just be free? What did we do to deserve all this? Just leave us alone!
Do you feel a bit better now?
Yeah. But now the embarrassment of all that crying in front of you is really starting to set in. Anyway, don't worry about me. I'm fine now, really. No matter how many times people take our home, we'll just take it right back from them.
That's what I like to hear.
Well, I guess it is getting late. I'm gonna head back to my room. So, thank you for lending me your coat. I'll give it back now. I don't want you being cold either.
Thanks. Good night, Yuna. Well, I'd better get to bed too. It's been a really, really long day.
Luckily, no one heard all that screaming. Now that was really one of my favorite scenes in the series. I think it was really good. That's why I didn't really like comment during it, because I don't like to comment during important scenes. It's just like ruins the moment for people, I would think. Come on, let me play Lloyd some more. No. Oh well. Honestly, I'm not still a big fan of Nadia and Swin. They kind of grew on me in Daybreak, but I don't like them all that much.
Stop right there! Hand over the case.
Who are you? You're not bandits, are you? Are you going to hurt me?
Enough! Do as you're told!
But that's mine!
Check the contents! It's just a stuffed animal.
Did we get the wrong person?
That's not just a stuffed animal, silly. It's one of my special ones.
What the? You set us up!
Nice job, S.
There's another one!
They're down to 3. Let's get them down to none.
Okay.
Let's end this quick. No choice. Here goes!
It's me! Welcome to my Tipsy Talk! My pièce de résistance! Mwah! Make Nana proud! Just how did I know? Nurse Nadia's
Appreciate
here.
it. Ready? Arcus, activate! There!
Impossible.
Okay. Here. They're down! Take him out!
Why, you...
All right. You hurt, Nadia?
Never with you. That's what makes us the most perfect team in the whole wide world.
You couldn't have been more right about how they moved on you.
I wouldn't have even noticed them if you didn't say something first. But that's what makes us the most perfect team in the whole wide world.
Still, they were clearly well trained. I thought we'd be in the clear once we reached the Empire, but guess not.
At least they were dumb enough to make it obvious what they were after.
The case, yeah.
What do you think's inside?
I don't know, but whatever it is, it's a big deal.
He was pretty adamant about keeping it secret. Would have been easier to have the guild transport it if it was something normal.
Yeah, and as long as it's in our hands, I don't want to let him down.
Me either. He's been real good to us.
The problem is how we're going to deliver it with nothing but some cryptic riddle to tell us where to go.
We'll figure it out eventually. No need to stress ourselves out over it.
I guess. Well, we should get moving. We might have more of those guys hot on our tail.
Sure, but before we address the real problem on our hands... I'm tired. I don't want to walk anymore. You can carry me, right? pretty, please?
I am not doing that.
You're always so mean to me. So very mean.
Stop whining and walk. And give me the case. I'll carry it.
And here was your chance to be a gentleman. Someone needs to step up their game around women.
Whatever you say, Nadia. Nadia.
I know.
What?
I don't think it's an archaism.
I got it!
What is with this thing? I might as well be doing nothing.
Looks like it's manufactured out of some special material, but that's all I got.
The core can't be damaged unless you first prioritize the joints.
So that's how it works. Who's the snoop?
Someone with suspicious written all over him. But we'll just have to trust him for now.
Guess I'll dial it up a bit.
Ready? Arcus, activate!
It's me! Arcus, activate!
Ha! No choice. Here goes.
It's me!
Slay on sight! Criminal play!
It's me! Welcome to my Tootsie Talk! Slam, bam, smack, slam! My pièce de résistance! Mwah! Make Nana proud! Just how did I know?
All right. These swords are of those who lost their way. On guard! You're in need of polish. Touchdown! Lieutenant Reverie!
Ready?
I'll take care of it.
Ready? They're down!
You're up! How shall we play? Now!
Asking for it!
On guard.
On it. Hip!
They're down! Now, Nadia!
Sure thing!
Hip!
Did it run off?
Guess so.
Thanks. What you said was dead on.
No thanks necessary. However... I will be taking this.
So you helped us out to nab the case.
Correct. I appreciate that your valiant efforts against your pursuers saved me a great deal of time.
We're gonna need that back. And if you won't give it back, we'll take it back.
By all means.
Hold up, S. This might be a stupid question, but bear with me. Could you tell us your name?
I go by C. I am the leader of the Reborn Imperial Liberation Front.
Is this a bit?
This is either a crazy coincidence, or fate just really likes messing with us.
Have I said something unusual?
So, when we were given that case, we were told to deliver it to a person who introduces themselves as C.
I'd like for you to elaborate on the details of this request of yours.
Can't. That's the long and short of it.
Ever since last month, we've been trying to figure out just who C could be, and we've hit dead end after dead end.
Did you just say last month?
Yeah,
You are certain of this?
Hundo P. You doing okay? Those mushrooms you eat on the way here start to kick in or something?
Oh, I'm quite well. I simply did not expect this affair to take such an amusing turn. Never did I expect to have this much fun.
well, if you're good, then is it okay with you if we open the case? Our work isn't considered complete until we've verified its contents have been safely received.
Don't worry. That one's not rigged with a bomb, I think.
You think? Then again, not like we've seen what's inside for ourselves.
But now we can. I've been dying to open it. Wanna give us a hint to make it fun?
I haven't the faintest idea what's inside.
You went through all the trouble of stealing it when you don't even know what it is?
Someone's a wild card.
True, I don't know its precise contents. Whatever they may be, however, they concern the unrest that plagues Crossbell and Erebonia, and I firmly believe they will lead me to the root of its cause. Well, go on then. Open it. Will what lies within deliver us hope, or will it deliver yet more misfortune?
Who are? You.
It's funny I never watched those intros when I first played the game, and that literally like spoiled so many moments from the game, and that those scenes include some from like the finale. Like, why would they even do that? Like, it's just like it's kind of funny. Like some of those scenes were even in like the trailers, and it's like I never understood why they do that. Like game companies where they like put like really big spoilers in their trailer. Sure, you could say like, "Oh, it's out of context. You don't know what's happening," but you know, you can figure it out. Yay, more Lloyd.
Our only wish was to be free, for Crossbell to have true freedom. Freedom that no one would be able to take from us again. Behind that wish was one burning desire, to be proud once more. We wanted to reignite the pride that everyone in this land held deep in their hearts. It was finally within our reach. All we had to do was grasp it. So why? Why couldn't we?
Rufus! 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 Rufus!
The very picture of a hero. However, Crossbell has no need for you any longer. Now kindly get off the stage.
We didn't make the choices we did to be heroes. The path we chose was so we could finally...
A new story is in motion. Your fate is but one thread intermingled with many. Now, rise from your slumber.
Was that all just a dream?
Lloyd?
Risha.
Oh, thank goodness. You're finally awake. How are you feeling? Are you in any kind of pain?
I'm fine. But where am I? What happened to the ceremony? What about Crossbell's independence?
Crossbell City was occupied again by the Ebon Defense Force and their commander, the self-proclaimed supreme leader, Rufus Alborea.
Rufus!
Lloyd! Open your eyes, Lloyd!
It's all over.
Don't give up!
Pull yourselves together. This isn't over yet.
There are still people here who haven't lost their minds. Take Lloyd and run.
If anyone can turn all of this around, it'll be the SSS.
Well, I'm not seeing any other options.
All right, let's make a break for it. Split up and get out of the city.
Understood. I'll scan for a safe route.
I'll go after Kia. Risha, you take care of Lloyd.
Got it.
So we were forced to split up. I hope they made it out okay. What about Kia and Cecile? They came to watch the ceremony. Are they all right?
I'm afraid I don't know. I've gone scouting a few times since the ceremony ended 2 days ago, but I haven't come across any leads about what happened to them. Or Elia and Sully, for that matter.
Oh. Damn it! How could I have let this happen? Protecting Crossbell was our duty.
Lloyd.
Staying here isn't an option. I have to see for myself what's happening in the city. Risha, will you come with me?
Yes, of course.
Whatever medicine you gave me is some really powerful stuff. I was injured pretty badly, but even the worst of my wounds is already healed. It's an ointment made from a recipe passed down for generations between those who bear Yin's name. That was the last I had, sadly. It's powerful, but not a miracle. Your wounds can still reopen, and there's nothing it can do to help you regain your stamina. So try not to overdo it, alright? Got it. I really owe you one for using what you had left on me. Okay, let's get moving.
I bet we could fish here.
It's like, oh yeah, we're in terrible danger, but let's fish.
A bite. This'll be good. It's a nice catch. Now's our chance.
That sounds like... Get down. Those look like Zalber soldats. Indeed, those new soldats showed up in the city after the battle. I suppose you weren't able to see the moment they arrived. No, I faintly recall seeing them as I was losing consciousness. I'm not sure what to make of them showing up now of all times. Those two look like they were flying in the direction of Tangram Fortress, but why? It's in the process of being decommissioned. I learned the occupying forces set up defensive lines in the east and the west while I was scouting yesterday. They have several of those soldats at their disposal as well. Oh, that's not good news. That'll make it difficult for Ebonia and Calor to intervene. Regardless, I can't hear any more of them approaching. Let's make our way to the city while we have a chance. There are sure to be plenty of monsters on the highway though, so be careful. I will, let's hurry. Also, I feel the need to explain something because apparently, like, in New Game Plus, you don't do the Reverie corridor, and that's kind of important. So, basically, like, after all their chapters, you go into the Reverie corridor and, like, you know, clear it. I'm not going to say what the Reverie corridor is, just because they might explain it anyway. But they were like story elements in there where, like, you'd go there and then they'd, like, say, they'd like say, like, oh, why they're there and, like, this and that, whatever. I don't know why they're doing it this way, but... Because you can go into the Reverie corridor anytime you feel like it, from what I can tell. But why... I don't know what'll happen if I do. Termination unsuccessful. All active processes could not be stopped. So basically, that's like, after you complete the game, then like, kind of like in Daybreak 2, where like, oh, there's more things happening, like you have to fix it. I hate living by a busy street. So occasionally, you gotta hear all the car horns and people screaming on the bus stop, but sorry about that, what can I do? I try to mute my mic sometimes when I know like a police car or fire engine's coming, but sometimes I miss it.
I won't let Rufus Alvarez get away with this. First things first. We need to see how the city's holding up.
Oh, Lloyd.
Now's our chance.
This road leads to Armorca village. Let's keep our sights set on the city first. We need to assess the situation.
Don't take that enemy. All threats will be eliminated.
Right. It's my turn.
I'm going. Behold my dance, an illusory offering to departing souls. Sleep, embraced by ceaseless night! Right! Fine! Right!
Right! Let's go!
I'm going! Perfect! Let's go, Lloyd!
Got it! That's our Risha. I can always count on you.
If there's a back, I've got it covered.
I wonder who would put that chest there.
I'm going!
There's another one. This way, quickly. That was close. We're not far from the city, but we can't keep getting slowed down. We need to hurry. Ah. Lord, are you okay? Did your wound open up? Stay still, I'll check. Oh, I'm fine. Never mind me, we need to get to the city. Don't be ridiculous. We need you if we're going to take Crossbell back. What good would collapsing here do? People here are relying on your leadership. So please stop disregarding your own well-being. Risha, No, you're right. My apologies for shouting like that. Please let me check on your wounds. I need to make sure you'll be okay. Alright. Thanks. You're fortunate they hadn't opened up all that much. I placed the bandages. Are you still feeling any pain? No, I'm fine. I'm sorry about how I was acting earlier. I was letting the stress get to me. That must have seemed pretty pathetic. Some leader I am. I don't think anyone can blame you for losing your composure. That ceremony is what would be the moment we spent over 2 years fighting for, only to have the rug pulled out from under us again. We're all frustrated, and the SSS did the lion's share of the work. Of course, it would upset you most of all. Come on, I think you're giving me a little too much credit. If I'm being honest, I feel lost right now. I'm not sure what I should be doing. Even if we make it to the city to assess the situation, how do we fight against an army of Zyber's soldiers? Is it even possible to take Crossbell back from Rufus and that Ebon Defense Force? Lloyd, let me ask you this.
What is it that matters most to you? Can you truly turn your back in the face of what you hold dear?
From Elia.
I was hoping you'd notice. It's what she had you deliver to me during Crossbell's last bid for independence.
What is it that matters most to you? Can you truly turn your back in the face of what you hold dear?
Those words have kept me going over the last 2 years, no matter how bad things have been. As long as you don't lose sight of the most important thing to you, your path will always be clear. That's what I believe, at least.
What matters to me most? Right now, that would be liberating Crossbell. Though I still don't know how we're going to achieve that. What I do know is that the rest of the SSS and all our allies are out there working toward the same goal. So if we can reunite with them and work together, maybe we'll have a chance.
I think so too. That was how we made it through our last crisis, and it's how we'll make it through this one. We have to keep believing and focus on what we each can do to help. And above all, never lose sight of what matters to us most. For me, that would be everyone I cherish, including Arkansas. And you too, Lloyd. So please try to be kind to yourself. I'll be right here with you if you need support.
Risha. All right. I will. Sorry for worrying you. It's just as you said. All we can do right now is focus on what is right in front of us. It's simple, really. I can't believe I forgot that after all we've been through.
I agree that knowing what's happening in the city is a good idea. We just need to be careful. Hopefully, it will give us an idea of what to do next. So I'll give you all the help I can. It's the least I could do for someone who's always accepted me. Whether I was Risha Mao or Yin.
Thank you, Risha. I'll do everything I can to protect the things and people we both cherish. No matter what it takes. We will liberate Crossbell.
Of course we will.
Lloyd and Risha set up for the city once more after a short break.
Let's go!
Don't take that enemy lightly. All threats will be eliminated.
activate!
Gotcha! They're open!
A chance!
Let's go! Arcus, activate! Yeah!
Of course! Simple!
It's my turn! Break them! Raging hammer! Let's go! Zip!
Of course! Perfect!
There! Let's go! Yeah! There's no stopping us. Wonder who would put that chest there.
We're almost there. That's the city's east entrance. Wait, is that? It's the EDF, and more of those Soldat soldiers. It figures they set up a perimeter here. There must be several soldiers stationed in the city by now. Lloyd, let's try taking cover in that area by the watchtower. We should be able to see the harbor district from there. Good thinking. I should have a pair of binoculars in my detective toolkit. You're right, the city's absolutely crawling with them. What's strange is that it's like the citizens aren't even fazed by their presence. As if they're completely under the Supreme Leader's spell. Quite literally, I might add, judging by their reaction to that dancer. We can't rule out the public turning on us and handing us over to the soldiers. All things considered, sneaking into the city doesn't seem like the wise option right now, even if we could. That aside, what about the Soldats? Where could they have come from? The Black Workshop is supposed to be out of commission completely. Reed and his friends are confirmed it after the war. It shouldn't be possible for new models like those to still be in development. Well, now that I think about it, there was definitely something strange about the Asmodine we fought a while ago. The event Investigation Erebonia conducted on the Black Workshop turned up no record of a soldat like that. Well, that's unsettling. If it were just that one unit that fell through the cracks, it would be one thing, but an entire army like this? How did Rufus get his hands on so much firepower out of seemingly nowhere?
That's enough sniffing around, you filthy rats!
It's the Evan Defense Force. Patrol unit, how were they able to spot us from that far off the highway? Bannings and Yin, just as the Supreme Leader had suspected. He predicted that you would return to scout the area right about now. We've been waiting for you. You read that far ahead? He always was devilishly cunning. Now why don't you put down your weapons and surrender? The Supreme Leader is merciful. He's even granting you the opportunity to assist in our glorious plan if you take his hand now. We'd be happy to assist in putting him in prison in the cell where he belongs. Back me up, Risha. I'm with you, Lloyd.
Commencing extermination!
It's like, oh no, 3 soldiers.
Of course!
Break them! Raging hammer!
Death awaits you! You vile! Go!
It's my turn. It's over.
Of course! Perfect!
Impossible.
What gets me is I don't understand how I'm not one-shotting these guys. Like, because when I did New Game Plus, I didn't choose to level up the enemy, so like I really should be like just like obliterating these guys in one shot.
Impossible.
It's my turn.
Death awaits you! Come! Perfect! Let's go, Lloyd!
Got it!
Why, you...
That's our Risha. I can always count on you.
If there's a back, I've got it covered.
How do you like that? They're persistent, I'll give them that. We never expected you to surrender easily, but unfortunately for you, your fate was sealed the moment you came here. HQ respond, this is the 27th Eastern Surveillance Unit. We can't let them call for reinforcements. Well, they already kind of did, but anyway. I'm a step too far from him to stop him in time.
Sweet dreams.
This is HQ. Respond.
There was a suspicious sighting during our patrol, but it turned out to be harmless. We'll be finishing our sweep shortly.
Understood. Return to your post as soon as your task is complete.
That should buy us a few minutes at the very least. That was a pretty close call, huh?
What are you doing here?
It's been a while, Bannings. Yin, I've been looking for you two. Didn't expect to find you so close to the city, though. I don't know whether to call you brave or plain stupid.
The Imperial Intelligence Division's Scarecrow. What's a former Ironblood doing here? Don't tell me you have a hand in all this too. Sorry to burst your bubble, Detective. But you're way off the mark. This has got nothing to do with me and Claire. I knew something was about to go down, but even I didn't see it hitting the fan like this. Hold on. Are you implying that you knew there was going to be a crisis of some kind? No comment. Listen, I came out here to cut a deal with you guys. I have some info that you and your friends might want to hear. You don't mean... Fine, I don't necessarily trust you, but I can recognize that hearing you out is in our best interests. So we don't agree to anything else until we know more. Three of them made their way back to the crossroads before any more soldiers could arrive. Lecter provided valuable information as they walked. Some of the people in the city escaped to Armorca village. Yeah, a relatively small number, mind you. Still, there are some who avoided being brainwashed by that strange dance and were evacuated to Armorca. Are you saying someone helped lead them there? Was it someone from the SSS? Yeah, though I couldn't tell you who. I figured you'd follow up on it if you're planning to liberate Crossbell. It's not like we have any other leads at the moment, given how little we know about the EDF. My instincts are telling me that something else is going on near the village too. That's why I figured my best play was to find you guys. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. How about it? Did you buy any of that? It's not like you have any reason to believe me. I wouldn't blame me if you turned me down. No, we accept. Let's start heading for Armorca. Geez, that was fast. Don't you think you're being a little too trusting toward a former Ironblood? Who said I wasn't taking everything you told us with a hefty grain of salt? The reality is we're pressed for time and we need a better handle on the situation. If nothing else, your instincts and strength in combat have proven reliable in the past. It'll be an asset for us. Besides, I have faith in our friends. I can't imagine them sitting idly by at a time like this. That's why I know you're telling the truth, whether you meant it or not. Helping people is what the SSS does. I have no objections either. Even if this did turn out to be a trap, I'm sure Lloyd could handle it. This isn't my first time working with someone I can't entirely trust. I should have known you guys would react like this. You don't know when to give up and always find the silver lining. No wonder you managed to survive the last couple of years. I'm probably the last person you want to remind you of that, how rough you had it, huh? Just so we're clear, this is just a temporary arrangement based on give and take. We'll do whatever it takes to reunite with our friends and take back our home, including getting in bed with you. Fine by me. Here's to a fruitful little partnership, Bannings, Yin. I'm looking forward to seeing how far that stubbornness of yours takes you. This road will take us straight to Armorca village. There are people waiting for us, so let's get moving.
Of course.
Good to go. Yeah. Gehenna must have frozen over if we're teamed up.
There's a first for everything. You didn't have some premonition about this?
It doesn't work that way. I'm not omniscient, so we just gotta figure this out together.
Let's go!
Keep it up! Fools Vermilion!
It's over!
Death awaits you! Behold my...
Good to go. You had some bad luck facing us.
Lloyd, did that battle open up any wounds? No, most of my blood is still inside. I'm just worn out. And here I was thinking you'd suddenly lost your touch. You picked as good a spot as any. Why don't we sit there in that rest area? I wish I could suggest we keep going, but something tells me that wouldn't be wise. Sorry for slowing everyone down. Oh hush, it's not a problem. There, have a coffee on me. Much appreciated. Well, I'd say we're about halfway to the village now, practically a stone's throw away. No signs of EDF patrols either. Much like when President Croix was in charge, I'm guessing they can't spare the resources for neighboring villages and towns. That'd work in our favor at least. I'll take anything that helps us reunite with our friends quickly as possible. Yeah, ain't much time to lose. They completely blindsided us with the attack on the ceremony. Who knows what else they could do? Especially considering everything going on in the past month in the Empire. What do you mean? We last liberated Crossbell only a month ago. Don't tell me something has happened since. Behind the scenes, yeah, anyway. Once someone broke into an RMP guardhouse, me and Claire had to look into it. Then last week, Prince Oliver and his wife went missing. The Courageous they are on and all. The entire Courageous? This is news to us. I agree that would explain why we haven't been able to get in touch with Reen and the gang. Oh yeah, you guys used that round of 7 thingy to for communicating over long distances. That'll be it then. The sonorous seashell was on the Courageous when it disappeared, and that system is useless without it. As we speak, all the communication with the outside world has been jammed. Now we can count on Class 7 or any of your other buddies outside Crossbell to help us right now. Yes, you're right. And you think the cult behind the chaos in Crossbell is responsible for it all? Yep. Crossbell lies at the center of everything right now. Shane, Claire, and I didn't realize before Rufus and his men escaped. I pulled out all the stops at least to get myself into Crossbell, but they still got the upper hand. It's astonishing how well prepared they were. Not to mention outmaneuvering you and Claire is no small feat. Not many can pull that off. To tell the truth, the whole thing still makes zero sense to me. I just can't imagine that everything he said was a lie, even if he isn't much of a weasel. Even if he isn't that much of a weasel.
I will be the one to bear the responsibility for His Excellency's actions. It is the best way we can go about quelling the unrest in Erebonia and solving the issue of Crossbell all at once. I can think of no better way for us Ironbloods to honor him.
You really said that? Still, there's no point in denying what happened in front of your own eyes, so we've got a score to settle. That's on me to settle it, both for the other Ironbloods who served under Osborne and for his kid who can't be here. But to be honest, I've got another more personal reason for wanting to fix this. Crossbell is my favorite vacation spot ever since I snuck in here 2 years ago. The sooner you guys can reclaim your independence, the sooner I can come chill in my party shirt. We'll give it our best shot. We can't afford to rest until everyone's free, and the SSS duty to the whole of Crossbell. And I'll liberate Arkansas while we're at it. The sooner we do that, the sooner we can perform again. So we're going to be using you. No, you know what? This isn't even the first time you've helped us. You lent a hand in arresting the former president, so why don't we drop all the talk of using one another and just work together on this? I should have figured you'd say that eventually. Fine, have it your way. I'm counting on you, Bannings. Same to you. Their duty to the whole of Crossbell. After that, they had rested long enough for Lloyd to recover his strength. The trio set off once more for Amorica.
This should be of good use to us. The ancient battlefield's to the right. It looks completely empty out there.
The Empire was using it as a military camp not too long ago. It'd be nice if we had time to check it out, but we'd better keep straight for Armorica.
Huh? I got a funny feeling. Don't push your luck.
All threats will be eliminated.
It's over!
I'm going.
Okay, playtime is over. Okay, later.
Behold my dance. Battle complete. Now to reset myself.
Wonder who would put that chest there. Now's our chance.
An easy victory. Now.
There. Good to go.
It's my turn.
I don't mind.
Break them! Raging hammer!
I don't mind.
It's up! All taken.
Of course.
Why not?
Let's go! Yeah!
Well, that's gonna be it for me today. I gotta go to work. I don't want to like get stuck in a bunch of cutscenes and be late. So I'm gonna get going. Hope you'll enjoy. Thanks for watching. Once again, like, subscribe to YouTube, and follow on Twitch. And have a good day, everyone.